everyone, I'm Meg, and in today's tutorial I will be showing you how to build this pretty simple one-chunk taiga house. Now, I call it a taiga house just because I tried to stick to using the blocks in that biome, but alas, on my first video like this I have already failed. The majority of the blocks in this house are stone and spruce wood, of course, because those are taiga blocks, and I tried to stick 100% to that biome, but then I ended up throwing in some cyan concrete into this, and I know that's not a taiga block. If you wanted to keep it pure taiga blocks, you could probably replace that with mossy cobblestone or something similar. I just really like the color, and I think it matches this house really well. Like I said at the beginning, this is going to be a one-chunk house, so it's going to be very small. Pretty much the only major thing I wasn't able to fit inside was a full nether portal. If you watch till the end, I can give you a quick tour of what I ended up putting inside when we have it all built. But I suppose we should go ahead and get started building this if you think it looks like something you'd be interested in. We're going to start with the basic framework for the house using stone brick blocks. So these are going to be full blocks and we're just going to create the frame of the house. Next, we're going to fill in the inside with whatever block you want to use for your floor. I'm using andesite for mine. And wherever you see light blue, that will represent spruce wood of some kind. The front, we're going to be using spruce planks to create this porch-like area. And don't forget to add 3 stairs to the front of that. Then we just need to place a few extra blocks around the outside edges. The dark blue is stone brick stairs, and light blue is spruce logs. And the arrows very conveniently show you which way the stairs should be facing. We're not doing the whole house like this in layers, but we are doing the first 2 like this because it will make the rest of it much easier. So go ahead and outline the next level with your stone brick. You can also go ahead and add the next layer of the porch. And on the outside edges, we're going to be stacking a log on those last logs and adding some more stone brick stairs. And all of the stairs on this layer will be upside down. I have them all marked off where they need to go on the left, so if you need more time to do this, just go ahead and pause the video here. Once you have that completely outlined, on the small part right behind the porch, we're going to fill that in with our floor block and put in a couple stairs to the lower level. Before we do anything else, let's go ahead and put the chimney in place and we can just build around it. So right here where we have this random hole in the wall, that is where our fireplace / chimney will go. So directly on top of what we have, we're going to stack 10 additional blocks on top of this on all 4 sides. You will want to leave a 2-block space though in the front to leave an opening for the fireplace. So down here in the front of the fireplace, we're going to be placing 2 stairs on either side, an upside down stair on top of those, and a slab in the middle. And you can place your fire there too, if you're ready for that. At the top of the chimney, place 1 more campfire in the center for the smoke effect, and then we'll surround the whole thing with a regular stair and an upside down stair on top. And I put a couple blocks in the center temporarily till I get those stairs in place, and I'll punch them out when I'm done. Next, we're going to start with the walls, and I am using cyan concrete, and I know that's not a taiga block, but you could replace it with white or any color block that you wanted to use. And then build this first wall, which is 5 by 3 on the inside part of the house. In the front, we'll connect this backwards L shape to that, skip a block, and build a regular L shape. Going to the side of the house, we're going to build this whole wall out of cyan concrete too, and it's going to be 5 by 9 blocks with a 4-block gap in the center for the window. And going around to the back, it should look exactly the same as the front with the 2 L's mirroring each other. And when you're done with that, that should be all of the concrete we'll need for this house. On this side of the wall where the chimney sticks out, we're going to use stone brick and create these 2 L shapes again. This time they'll be facing each other and they will be 4 blocks tall. 4 blocks above that will create a wall that's connected to the corner of the chimney that will be 3 by 5 blocks. Going around the other side, we'll again have the 2 L's on the bottom, and then at the top, sticking 1 block out, we'll have this shape to create our upper story window. In the front, we'll also have that 3 by 5 wall on the top, but make sure it's also sticking out 1 block, and below that we'll fill in the rest of this wall and leave a 2-block space for the door. Now with the base of our wall in place, let's add in some spruce logs to this. So on either side of those concrete walls, we'll go ahead and fill that in with spruce logs. In the center, we'll add a pillar as well, and we'll want it to stick out 2 blocks above the concrete. Next, add a log sticking out on each pillar right where those side pillars end. On the side, go ahead and stack 4 more spruce logs on those ones we already have, and then have 2 sticking out at the very top of them. And then going to the back, this should look exactly the same as the front, with the pillar in the center sticking up 2 extra blocks. Where the stone wall begins, go ahead and place a pillar of spruce in the center of that, and again 3 more sticking out, evenly spaced. On the corner, we'll pull this one all the way to the top, right where that stone brick wall ends. Then repeat those same steps for this other wall and this other corner. Now we need to go around these walls again and fill in some details. So in the front where you have these 2 windows, go ahead and place 2 upside down spruce stairs inside of those. If you wanted to put glass or fences or something inside there, you could, but I'm going to leave them open. Then go ahead and line the front of this window with some spruce trap doors, just for extra decoration. Going around to the next side, we're going to do the same thing in the very center of this with the 2 upside down stairs in the window and then the trap doors in front of that. Now on the sides of this wall, we're going to add just a bit of extra flair with this pattern of spruce stairs. So go ahead and build out this pattern on either side. As long as it's only 4 blocks high when you're finished, you could do any pattern you wanted here, or just leave it blank. Going around to the back, we're going to do the 2 spruce stairs in the windows and the trapdoors in the front. Once we get to the stone wall, we're going to place 2 upside down spruce stairs in those windows, and you should have a 1 block high window at this point. Then directly in front of the top stair, we'll place a spruce slab in between those logs. Then we'll be lining the front of this window with spruce slabs too, instead of trapdoors, just because I like the thickness here. On the back wall, we'll make it look just the same as that side wall with the extra stairs and slabs, but in the top window, I'm going to do an upside down stair on the top of it and then a regular stair on the bottom of it. And that should be the only window that's different. All of the rest of them should be pretty much the same. We're basically done with the walls of the house, now we just have to add the roof. I'm going to start off by using stripped spruce logs, and we're going to start right here on the corner of this chimney and go ahead and build it out all the way to the end plus 1 block. So it should be overhanging the edge by 1 block. Then we'll continue stacking it up 1 block at a time, making sure it lines up with the tall stone brick wall. And you want to make sure that this part of the roof extends up to the edge of the chimney, so it should line up with the chimney exactly. Continue building out this roof on this side until you reach the stone wall on the other side. For the other half of the roof, we're going to be stacking the blocks 2 high instead of just 1 high, so go ahead and stack it 2 high, then start the next level up 2 high, and then the next level up 2 high, lining it up directly on top of the walls, and they should connect nice and smoothly with the previous roof. Then you can pretty much fill in the gaps for the rest of this roof. Just repeat that same thing on the other side. Just make sure all of your logs are facing the same direction so it doesn't look really sloppy, and make sure they're overhanging the wall by 1 block. On this side where the concrete wall is, I'm going to place 6 additional blocks, making this triangle pattern in the center. In the back, you should have all the appropriate spaces filled in as well, and here's how it should look. Once you have all those stripped logs in place, we're just going to take regular spruce wood and trace around the outside edges of this roof. And all of them should line up perfectly with the walls, especially once you get to this long wall. It should line up perfectly with those spruce logs that we have placed before. It's pretty obvious where they all should go. But if you get stuck, you can just look and see what I'm doing. Once you are done with that roof, we're gonna go around this house one more time and add in some additional details with some stairs underneath. So I'm going to place some spruce stairs in these corners on the roof, 4 facing towards the center and then 1 facing outward in the top center. And then we're going to repeat that on all of the roofs. Now all of them have a different amount of corners, but basically wherever there's a corner, there's going to be a stair block facing inward, and if there's a top corner, it's going to be facing outward. When we get to the stone part of the house, I'm going to put 2 additional stairs supporting the corner here just because it looks like it needed a little bit more filler space there, so I put those stairs in. And then on the side again, put a stair on every corner. Then the 2 more supporting stairs on the other corner. And then we're done with the roof. For the porch, I'm going to take 4 stone brick walls, place them on either side of this porch area, then right next to that, place a full block. On top of those, we'll place 2 more walls, and then on top of those again, we'll place another block. Then taking spruce slabs, we're going to line the underside of that upper wall, and next to that, we're going to do a row of full blocks, And then we're going to do 2 more rows of slabs, going 1/2 slab down each. And that should finish off your porch just nicely. The house is basically done now, so you could leave it as it is if you wanted to, or if you wanted to add some extra depth to your walls, you could replace some of these larger flat edges with stair blocks and create some interesting patterns. This just helps some of these walls look not as flat and gives them a little more interest. And that's pretty much it for this taiga house. Here's how it would look if you actually had it in a biome. Of course, I did make it look a little prettier with some extra paths and decorations, but let's go ahead and take a quick tour of what I put inside. So here is our little house. As you can see, I do have just this little cute path that I've made down here. Nothing super fancy, with a couple lanterns and a little pumpkin patch. That's really just for decoration, but let's take a look on the inside and see what I have done in here. So when you first come in, it's very small, but I do have a little chest here and a little clock just for decoration. And again, just for decoration, I went ahead and put a cartographer's table here. Not that you really need it in a house, but I really like how it looks here. If you come in here, I do have the fireplace with a couple of furnaces if you wanted to smelt something. Now these windows, as I said before, I didn't actually put anything inside them, so things could potentially be coming into your house. I don't know if you wanted to put fences or something in there to block it, but I really like how it looks without, but probably glass would work really well. I put some banners here to look like a curtain of sorts, and then over here we have a sitting area with our little chair, an anvil, and a lamp. I think it actually turned out really cute, and I've used spruce trapdoors for that. Even though it doesn't look the best for a lampshade, I just used spruce because it is a taiga house, so I'm trying to stick with spruce in everything I do. And over here I do have a ladder that goes to the 2nd story because this house is just way too small for a staircase, so a ladder was the best option. I also stacked some barrels behind it, as you can see, and I have those organized with a label if you wanted to label it. And this just allows for some additional storage space since this house is so tiny, and it also just looks really cool as a nice transition between this concrete here and this stone brick. I think those barrels work really nice. Coming upstairs, we have our bedroom. And again, half of this is for decoration, but I do have an ender chest and another regular chest, a double wide bed, and then this little shelf thing using some scaffolding and item frames. It's just to look cute, really. And turning around, we do have a little map of the area, a little table with a lamp, and an armor stand. This is supposed to look like a little closet of some sort. I don't know, just something I kind of came up with. So this is our bedroom. And then coming around here, we do have room for a enchanting table. And this is a fully functional enchanting table. I do have at least 15 bookshelves here. So what I did is I just stuck them in all of the little corners. So there was like a little corner back here left over from the fireplace, and I actually went ahead and stuck the bookshelves in there and just filled in all those little gaps and wrapped it around. And then just stuck the enchanting table in the corner, and it fits perfectly. Over here, I do have some extra storage space with more barrels. And then we have a little brewing stand. So I wasn't able to fit another portal in this little house, but there is room for most workstations and possibly more than what I've even added. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial. I do not normally build structures, so I am not the best at it, but I'm trying to get better, and that's why I'm trying to push myself with these tutorials. Hopefully I'll actually improve a little bit. I will most likely be doing more different biomes of houses, so that's something to look forward to. And in the meantime, you can check out some of my other tutorials. I have lots of other stuff, not as many houses, but I am working on making more of those on my channel. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye!